Hey yeah, it's Baby, and I'm here to play some Minecraft with you. I am back at our not so humble desert trading outpost. We need to come up with a name for this little village, something to think about later on. As you may notice, there are some changes in town in between episodes. I've done some more work on these dockside shops. I added a few more details into the previous ones. Just felt like the trinket shop needed a couple more trinkets, so there's a couple more things down in here. Nothing crazy. And then like I had mentioned, I also added in another armor stand, a couple more articles of clothing, a flower. Yeah, just sort of a gold walking cane, naturally. No weapons here yet. That might come later, but so far we got a little peaceful village. So yeah, a couple more things in here. I think that helped. I put these banners here as sort of extra pieces of fabric for which they make the clothing with, and I think it looks really nice, especially from this little angle here. Looking in, I think it's quite obvious that it is a clothing shop. And then this, I had a ton of fun sort of designing. I'd mentioned here that I was going to do a little food outpost, a little place to sell some fish, sell some vegetables and bread and such like that. Yeah, and I sort of probably went a little overboard. Got some barrel type areas here where, you know, it is a little limiting just being able to place one item in an item frame on top of these things, but it gives you the concept. It adds interest. Maybe there's better ways to do these things, but I don't know. I think you can get the point that these are barrels with, you know, these types of food, you know, stacked up in them. We got our fish hanging, and one of my favorite little parts is up here is these little rafters from which they are drying the herbs, or maybe that's even wheat that eventually will come down here once dried. Those are up in the rafters above. We've got some barrels and some other herb plants, and just sort of a little mishmash of, you know, your vegetables and everything. We have I introduced a little green in here, and I actually think I really like it. I don't want to. I need to be careful of sticking too much to this blue, yellow, you know, and then neutral color palette, because I think very quickly it's going to get boring. And obviously, you know, people in real life don't just stick to one color palette everywhere. You know, different shop owners have different, you know, minds of their own. And I feel like just due to its location, closer to, you know, the forest, I brought in a little bit of greenery off to the side here, which I'm definitely going to do more of. Don't want to do too much terraforming right now. I want to save that definitely for some future time together, doing it on camera and some off camera. But yeah, I think that, I don't know, I think it adds something nice and sort of ties this little space into feeling like a busy little market. And once we get some villagers walking around here, I think it'll really start coming to life. So in addition to working on this area, I did also do some work up here. I know it doesn't look like too much, but I did get a little more of a firm plan for this ever-changing guard post, and what I determined was it would make total sense if this also had a town hall space. But more on this part later. I did want to go down here. Last time we had just put in these steps that went down, and I finished this little area down here. This is where the mayor can come in to go right down to the dockside, and here it is. Ready for this? Ugly redstone. Bam. Look at this. No one would ever know. Look at this. Now you're in the shop. You can leave. Down at the docks. You'd never know. Yeah, so I got that finished. That was pretty fun to do. It is super simple, nothing fancy, just some pistons that pull this back when you step on this. Outrageous, I know. Yeah, I decided not to do that on camera for everybody's sake. Though maybe eventually I'll do some things. I'm just, you know, I'm slow at it. I'm really inefficient. So like my cables and lines and things, there's totally better ways to do these things. So yeah, I should probably add some torches back there though. I'm kind of asking for a mob to spawn back there, which would be not so cool. So let me just bloop. And bloop. Okay. Yeah, I'm just, I get the concept of very basic things, but like I've never done anything fancy like build a flying machine, which I know is not even all that fancy. But I better go sleep. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's something we'll definitely do a little bit of, but it's not exactly what I want to concentrate on at the moment. So let me just sleep here real quick. One thing I really wanted to try was a really simple time lapse. I don't have recording software to do those fancy things where you can see me in third person doing all my work. So I just made a little first person time lapse of me trying to figure out this guard post section, which I mentioned was also going to become the sort of a town hall space. So I figured just to sort of show my process and how we went from something that was effectively a little like diagonal rectangle into, I don't know, different rooms with the secret entrance and everything like that. So let's jump into a quick little time lapse and let's see what you think. I found that when I was trying to plot this out so many times, I started to create some walls and some spaces, and then tore them down, and then tried it a different way, and then tore it down. Especially these back doors here, those changed probably like 5 or 6 times. And sometimes, I don't know if that's probably got to be more fun to watch in a time lapse than to watch me struggle and try to talk over it. That probably would not be as fun. But I don't know. Let me know what you think, if that's actually cool to watch, or if you'd just rather watch me do it real time. So what I decided then was this front area is going to become our town hall space that would be leading into an area back here, which would take you out into a terrace that could take you to the mayor's place. You'll see that I also put in some sand here just to represent how I'm going to take it up. This area is definitely going to get elevated a little higher. It needs to be a little more grand in this space. It might come up even one more layer than that, but more than anything, I was just trying to grasp sort of the general area. I wanted to lift that up. Yeah, I'm probably going to go up at least one more here. We'll see. Anytime I say something like that, I end up not doing what I just said. So we'll see. Nothing's firm. Just like this, something changes 1,000 times. Now this is the secret entrance downstairs that takes you to our the clothing shop. And what I kind of wanted to do was sort of make this a little more secretive that you can't really see it unless you are at the mayor's house. If you were looking at it from, down by the water, maybe I'll have to cover it up a little bit more, but I didn't really want it to be noticeable. Just wanted you to see the main doors, because people would obviously expect him to be able to go into the town hall. But yeah, I want to keep this a little on the down low. Keep it kind of hidden. So this will surely change. This is just sort of the concept of like, okay, something needs to block it from this side so that you can't see it from the docks. But yeah, I'll play around with it a little bit. But what I want to do now is, at first I thought, okay, today we're going to work on planning out more of the shops and start laying in the idea for the roads, how it's going to kind of curve around into all these areas. But then no, I changed my mind as I started working on this. I literally just wanted to get the footprint in, but now I think I want to spend some time to see if I can turn this into a town hall space. This may be too small. I don't know. I want to keep everything kind of small. I like the challenge of detailing a smaller space. I think it looks really cool once you get it in there. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll grow. I took a moment to play around with some potential color palettes for the mayor's town hall. And I don't know. I think that this is the way we want to go. I think we want to get the main town hall colors in, right? The blues and the yellows. Blues and the yellows. I think I actually like it more as a part of the wall than I do the floor. I did try it kind of both ways. I don't know. We'll have to see. I also tried to lie out some of the placement in here. You'll see I took out that back wall. What I realized is there was just not really enough room to fit in. Okay, we've got kind of like a seating area up here. We've got the main big mayor's desk. But then I realized with this wall back here that you couldn't see the docks or anything. And I don't know, from the town hall's perspective, I would think that view of the docks would make the most sense. So I switched this then to go out to this terrace space here, which will be blocked off. You won't use this to get up to the mayor's house anymore. In fact, you're going to come in through this way instead. What that means, though, is we don't have room to have like a double security anymore. We don't have a private office space for a guard to be stationed. I don't know why I really want these guards here in the first place. I don't know. This guy's got to have some kind of like shady background. He's super paranoid. He's maybe made some shady deals in the past. This guy needs to be protected. Okay, let's not question it too much. Anyway, so without that extra room back here, I feel like this would be more suited to have some extra books and stuff like that, just more like, town hall looking things. I think the space would make a lot more sense. And then I think we're just going to hide the doorway into the same little channel that takes you to the secret doorway. But I think I actually want to do a secret doorway to the secret doorway. Like, is that too much? You can't have too much now. So I think what I want to do is just make another, just like I did downstairs, just a really simple little door to push these out this way. I can't go down here. I can't do anything in this area. Oh, I just, oops. Because there's the store right here. I don't have room, and I don't want to deal with trying to move 2 blocks or anything like that since I don't have any room to go down from here. I think we should maybe consider building a little right here to pull this out and push that in to fill up like this, so it'll look like this. Well, we want to make some more ugly redstone that I said I wasn't going to do in this episode? Sure. Real quick, right? That could be fun. Let's try to do that. You guys can see exactly all the places that I make mistakes. It'll be fun. I'm gonna lose my little color palette down here. This is obviously what should take precedence right now. I can do this. This will be fine. We want this, right? And we want this to be active right now. So I'm gonna put some redstone torches right there. Right, so yep, so that it's open, and then how about a button to activate it? I know I'd be making my life easier if I probably put the button down here instead of up here. I think it looks way better being at eye level. So let's see what this does. Gonna just reiterate the fact that I know that I'm gonna do this inefficiently. Feel free to let me know. I mean, I don't know. There's tutorials and stuff like that. If I could be bothered, because if I do this, it's gonna act. Yeah, I don't want that. I could be, you know, watch people's tutorials and how to do these things. I don't want to get rid of this block here, no. And get better at redstone. And I watch Mumbo Jumbo and see his smart redstone. I can't follow it. I've built some things based off of other people's designs before. I can do that, but which way do we want to take this? Down this way, yeah. Yeah, I can follow a tutorial fine. I get the concept of things, but oh, this is gonna be so ugly. That's all right. We'll cover it up. No one will know. I need to send a signal into that, right? To turn off. Why didn't it move? Is that powering both of them? You know, this is the stuff that I don't know enough about. Is this a bad idea? Surely it's a... Yeah, I don't think I want to do it that way. That's fine. I can just go up. I need to sleep, too. I'm going to start getting nighttime visitors here. I've got to go out one more. See, this is why I don't do this on camera. I'm slow. It doesn't look good. It's massive when it doesn't need to be massive. But, does it work? It tried to. What is it doing? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Let's sleep real quick. What did I do wrong? Is it because I'm using a repeater at the bottom? What is it doing? Why is it doing that? Both the torches are off at the same time. It's got to be something with... Oh, the button... Oh my goodness. The button itself is too close to that. Please, right? Please tell me that that's what the issue is. I don't know. Let's see. If I go like this... Yeah, I think it's because my redstone line is in this block. Right? Everything needs to just get shifted over. And then everything will be hunky-dory happy. Surely that's it. Look at that. Like a professional. Right? That's what you can call me? Don't call me a professional. Okay. Button there? Yeah? Sure. Yeah, that actually... No. No, that's over one more. I need that line to simply go... you know what? I don't think that'll reach. Will it even work? Oh, it does! Well, alright, cool. Easy. Look at that, look, see? In the end, I get it. That's just barely enough time. I gotta cover, look at, okay, wait, can I make this more efficient? Surely, there has to be a way to make this smaller. Can I do that instead? Does that hurt anything? Does that cause any problems? That shouldn't. That should be fine. Alright, does everything still work? No, it totally doesn't work now. What? Why? From just from doing that? Or the other one? That. I guess because I don't know. Okay, that's fine. What does it matter? It doesn't matter. We're just gonna cover this whole ugly thing up. Right? Why not? Ugly but works is fine. Who says that redstone has to be perfect? Nobody. A lot of people. But that's okay. We're going to move on from this. Let's start building up the actual pattern around the outside of the building. I definitely want to break it up with these colors. I don't know if we want to use some other... I definitely don't like the blues and the yellows. And the yellows and terracotta are okay. I don't like the blues and the terracotta at all. It's a shame. But there are the other blue... like the concrete and the concrete powder. I particularly, actually, I think I'm going to use the concrete powder in the flooring. But I don't know if we want to actually use that in the wall. It might be too blue. I think we want to keep it as an accent for sure. So let's start placing in the texture. I don't need anything else. No, that's it. In the walls like I was doing here. And get some height on this place. Any place we're not doing the blue, do we want to try to wrap that around the doorways? Is that too much? Maybe just over the doorways? I hate having to try to angle the glazed terracotta to get the pattern the way I want. I never do it right. I have to do so much trial and error to get it to work. I don't like that at all. Maybe because I'm just not seeing it in full. Let's put the full pattern on. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. That's it. Is that not? Nope. Nope. What? Alright. What, what other angle can I place this at? Is that it? That's it. Yeah. Yeah, I never get the angle right. I don't even know how I ended up doing that correctly, but we're not going to question it too much. I don't know if I want it right up against the door, actually. I probably actually want it up one higher. I don't know. Let's, why don't we jump into another quick time lapse while I finish building this up here, because I'm just going to keep running into more and more of these little, I don't know, change my mind moments. But like I said, I just don't think it's as much fun to watch and listen to me say one thing and then 20 seconds later say, no, that was a bad idea. So let's just do another quick little time lapse and see what we end up sticking with. All right. Well, that was a lot of building and changing my mind and trying things, and I think we got it to a point that is looking halfway decent. We've got in some actual windows, the terrace area has this nice decorational piece over the door here. The entranceway is quite hidden to get down to the secret entrance. Forgot the door right here would look nice. Perfect. Very hidden away from this side. You wouldn't even know that there's a door back here, which helps. We've got the mayor's chair, which this whole space needs much more decorating than it has now. I don't know if I do or don't like the little gold on the floor here. To me, it just sort of speaks of his mindset, you know. He would want to sit upon some of the wealth in here, but I'm really happy with how the floor texture came out, doing the wool and the concrete powder, and then splashing in more of the terracotta design. I think that turned out very nice. The seats and everything like this will probably be updated as well. Maybe not. Maybe it's just going to look better with some decorations in here. I haven't quite determined yet what I want to do with that just yet. But I think I like it. I think it's a good clean palette to actually start adding in some of the finer decorations to. I like the views. I really like how this came out here, being able to look down at the dock. It's going to look amazing once we got a ship down here and we start building up the gold mine and the fishing shack out here and some more of the shops in the actual streets. I think it's going to give you a ton to look at. You'll see some of the actual countryside houses peeking off in the distance. It should be a really nice view from this spot here. So there we have it. From the outside, it's obviously still not finished. Everything is very flat. The textures are all very clean. There's a lot of spaces that don't have a lot of details yet. That can't stay. But for now, the roof needs to get fixed as well. But for now, the concept is in. We have like the foundation for everything, right? The shape is in. Some of the style is in. We kind of have a plan for where things are going to go inside and outside, so we can finish that up. I think it's going to look really nice. I think it definitely has the feeling of being like a town hall. I think it's got that kind of shape of being an important building. I love that big window. Like this shot right here is totally my favorite. And there's so much more to develop, but I think we're going to leave it here for now. I think this is hopefully a little shorter than the last one. I don't want to necessarily make videos that are almost like an hour long. I think that's way harder to watch. I'd like to be closer to the half-hour mark. I guess probably, I don't know. Again, I'll say something and then next time I'll completely go against exactly what I said, so I'm going to shut up right there. Okay, thanks so much for watching me do this. Next time, I think we're going to, in between episodes, I think I'm going to try to finish up that town hall, see what I can make out of that, and then I say next episode, we're going to do some more town planning. We're going to actually do what I thought we were going to do today, which is decide where the next little shops are going to go into along that line there too, get some of the infrastructure in, get the roads kind of planned going between those, and then we're going to keep that mayor's actual house until later on. I think what we need to spend a little time doing is finishing up this docks area. We need to get in a trading ship. So if you'd like to join me next time, that's what we'll be looking at doing. Thanks so much for joining me, playing a little Minecraft together, relaxing, having fun. I appreciate you. Take care, and I'll see you next time.